Hey yo guys, Brunswick Slimes, today we're gonna be doing the daily challenge, but first 120 market money, we always take that. And let's hop right into standard with Quincy. So let's start right away. We have to go around 50, so not that difficult. Get down a free Dart Monkey as well. And we are able to farm a little bit. So I think I'm gonna do that. So drop down a farm right over here. And then we're just gonna... Yeah, okay, we can go for a bank, sure. I think a bank is fine. So let's get an increased production and then greater production. And let's also get... I mean, these two can survive for... well, not very long apparently. Like, what the hell was that? Upgrade to greater production. Let's do the 2 farm strat, I guess. So let's get down another farm. When you have the money for it, of course. So we have to wait a little bit. And there we have our second farm. Let's drop that right down. Let's get... we leak 1 green. Okay, maybe a little bit more defense. Increase production. I mean, round 15 is a difficult early game round with the pink, so that kind of explains it. Let's get a greater production. Okay. Let's have this one middle path. It's gonna be our bank. So let's get that 800 for valuable bananas. Just like that. And let's level this one. The bottom path, of course. Let's use a Quincy ability real quick. There we go. Level this one bottom path. Perfect. And then let's wait for that 1.1k. And then we can sell this farm. Should we use an ability for this? Yeah, okay, we're leaking quite a lot. That's very annoying. Let's sell this, get this, and let's also buy a crossbow, I think. Crossbow's pretty affordable. And also handles camos, but I think Quincy can already see camo. And then we need level 7 for 28. But I think we'll get that. I mean, what's going to be the end goal for this? What is like a strong tower? Maybe a sky shredder would be interesting. I don't usually play with top path A's, so I guess we can go for that. Let's drop down another farm for that though. Let's, yeah, level 7 right in time. Perfect. I'm just gonna bank farm a little bit, I suppose. We don't have a village, which is kind of annoying. And I think I'll drop down the A's as well. Sure, let's already get down an Ace. Do a little bit of damage. I presume we want middle path just for camo detection to be safe. Yeah, I guess that would work. Yeah, I don't know. I would like tier 4 ace before round 40 for the Moab. Oh, we can collect this and then let's get it already. Cabinet action, just to have that and then try to get another bank. Another valuable bananas, very nice. Then we'll set this one to wing monkey. If you don't have that, that's a monkey knowledge thing. I'm a bit worried about ceramics though. Oh wait, we have enough for a bank, nice. Okay, Sky Shredder is 38.25k. Interesting. Okay, I'm up. Went down pretty quickly. Okay, the cleanup wasn't that big of an issue. And I think if we get one more bank now and then get another bank with the money from this bank when it's full, and then if we collect everything at the end, we should have enough for a Sky Shredder. If the banks get full fast enough. Also, without monkey knowledge, your bank only goes up to 7k instead of 9.5k. So you also have to keep an eye on that. Yeah, I don't think we have time to get another farm. Let's collect this. Let's also collect this. Yeah, that won't be worth it. And if we sell the farms as well, then we should be safe. So we sell these two for... Okay, we can sell all of these for about 22k. Oh, which would already be enough. So let's do that. And there we have our Sky Shredder. Interesting. Let's Auk buff it as well. Let's Auk buff it again. Let's Auk buff it once more. And with the remaining money, let's just get down an Auk buff. And there we are. Standard to round 50, pretty well standard. And let's get into advanced. We have 1 life and 1 million for round 1. On hard difficulty. Everything is camo, balloon speed is increased by 10%. And all of this doesn't matter. Ability cooldown rate is weird. Okay. So there's gonna be a find the camo tower. Do we have monkey knowledge? Don't think so. No, we don't have monkey knowledge. Okay. So, no. Oh, we only have 1 life, so that doesn't work. Although we could use... Okay, no. What else do we have? We have an Archmage. Isn't that just an insta win then? Hey. Hold on, let's look for other options. Poseidon, maybe? I don't know if the ability can see camo, and I don't think we have anything else. So Archmage, pretty obvious solution, of course. Let's try... Let's try this real quick, because I think it would work. Or it doesn't work because we do not get the ability in time. Okay, interesting. So that doesn't work, and then I want to try Poseidon. The middle path of Mermonkey. Oh, ability god rate is insane, so we won't get that up. Unfortunate. Hold on. Maybe we make lives? No, we don't. Okay, so then Archmage is the only solution, I suppose. If you find any other, please let me know. And we got right into a co-op challenge. Very nice. So let's, of course, jump right in. We have to go to route 90. What? Okay, that's insane. We have a pretty bad part of the map. We cannot do anything, really. Let's of course get Gwen down then and target the cocktail up top. Because that works, nice. And then what else do we have? We don't really anything. We would have to focus our stuff down here. And I think a recursive cluster with a top path should work quite well, actually. So I think I'll just go for that. Put it... I mean, I guess over here. And then put the village one layer below it. We also don't make any money because, well, co-op. So yeah. It's basically half of half cash, which is terrible. And I don't know if we can get enough money for, well, anything really. I mean, for Gwendolyn's should be alright defense for the early game. But I mean, getting up some actual defense can be very difficult. Wait, what we could do is smart stack spiked mines and then target them up top. That could work. I think I'll save up for a spike factory. Seems like everyone else is saving up for either village or spike factory, or they just don't want to spend any money yet. Which I mean works if you're playing alone, because when you almost die you can always back out, but big co-op it doesn't work. So it's kind of tricky. I think bomb was a pretty terrible investment, to be honest. Okay, we got one spike factory. Yeah, our spike factory is now pretty delayed, which is unfortunate. Okay, our cables get popped, that's very nice. Right, the other ones are going for a village then, I guess. Okay, this was a terrible idea. Alright, let's get this. Let's get long reach. And let's also get smart spikes. Yeah, let's are not a problem. Set target right in the middle. And my spikes just disappear into the ground. Interesting. Yeah, that looks cursed. Let's put it a bit over here. Nope, still throws them into the ground. Yeah, that looks very interesting, to be honest. Cool. I mean, if this one's going for middle path, that's pretty nice. Yeah, I'll definitely go for a top path. Wait, this works? What? Towers can shoot through walls on this map? Interesting stuff is happening here, I must say. Very interesting. Alright, let's buy bigger stacks, very nice. Oh, we got the heated up buffer, very nice. That'll help. Yeah, let's hope this guy gets a lot of single target on the Moab, and then it gets completely eaten up by spikes, and then we can clean up the insides with cocktail. Something along those lines. It's gonna be very interesting. So we need 2.4k, more like 2.5 for spiked balls. Which should be possible. Alright, we got a Moab. It popped. Maybe I should not do that. Alright, more than halfway. Yeah, fortunately now we're actually getting some money, which is very nice. And my spikes are still thrown into the ground. Interesting. I wonder why. Oh, we're dying. Alright, I'm already having my finger on the shortcut for Gwen's ability. Just to be safe, because don't want to leak any more lives. Let's get spiked balls. That should also help quite a lot. Very nice. And then spiked mines is would be a good investment, but it's very expensive. Don't know if we can get that. Well, we'll definitely would be able to get it, but we would have to wait quite a long time. Yeah, not much to say here, honestly. Seems... oh, we leaked some more lives. A lot of rainbows here as well. Let's use an ability. Very nice. Mob got popped instantly. Very, very good. Hey, my spikes are visible. Nice. Or are they? Nope, they're not visible. Okay. Alright, we're on the halfway point of getting to spiked mines. I also hope spike mines are strong enough to defend DDTs, because that's the thing I'm most worried about. Okay, we could also get a plasma accelerator, but don't think would be that helpful, and this stuff is also pretty useless. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Had a rocket pots is pretty strong, got almost 18k pops, very nice. Okay, this one is with mob shredder, pretty nice. Wait, what? How's this in Gwen's range? Huh? Okay, classic Ninja Kiwi hitboxes. Pretty random. Alright, some camos. Very easy. And we got our BFB. Okay, Mob Shredder is insane. Very nice. Okay, this was a pretty good investment, I gotta say. Alright, I'll get Spike Mines and then I'll focus on an overdrive down here. Let's get... Oh, 63 is gonna be very easy apparently, okay. Wait, what? So this one would have to be... Sure, let's also go like this. And then get top path for it. There we go. It's also pretty rare in co-op challenges that you don't get a farm, or at least a farming tower. Tech sprayer, and then overdrive. And this tech shooter is sitting there, okay. What if I do automatic? Okay. Smart seems to be doing fine as well. Never mind, we're just gonna leave it on set target. A blade shooter, interesting pick. Don't think that's that good of an idea. But sure. What is this guy going for? A laser cannon with bottom path? Pretty weird. Never mind, this one is doing more damage. Wait, what? Overdrive incoming in a little bit. I'd also like to buff it with a village. Let's go like that. Okay, we're getting a ring of fire over here. Interesting. Also, this is a buckshot with top path. Interesting. Alright, so let's get the village up here. And let's get bigger radius. Yes, very nice. We also got level 10 Gwendolyn, very nice. Reaching level 10 on almost around 80 is alright, I guess. I mean, the hero XP is split between 4 heroes, so kind of expected that. It doesn't hit. What? Well, that's unfortunate. Primary training. Nope. Alright, let's see the ZOMG. Alright, ZOMG looked very easy. So let's try to get primary mentoring and then I'll get up a balloon impact is also interesting, but I kind of am looking at a recursive cluster. And luckily now we get a decent amount of money. Alright, so let's get that bomb down. Let's put one here. We can put one here as well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this one as a bottom path. So let's get cluster bombs. There we go. Alright, another ZUMG. This one is shooting insanely fast. What? Looks crazy cool. Alright, so let's get recursive cluster this round, I suppose. Let's go like that. And let's also go top path on this one real quick. Well, not real quick because we don't make any money, but... Damn, this one has a lot of damage. This one as well, okay. Did not expect that. So I think this... Oh, no. Ooh. Yeah, okay, so this one was the best, and then this one. Interesting. pretty easy co-op challenge, and that was it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next one. Bye.